everyone, I'm Shannon Brandyberry, Managing Editor of Motor Age Magazine. Today I'm talking with Brian Canning, one of our contributing editors for Motor Age, who writes management pieces for us monthly. Brian recently tackled the subject of employee wellness and how that is important to your bottom line, even something that many shop owners don't really think about. So, Brian, first off, welcome and thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, Shannon. Very happy to be here.
Brian, as we walk through this topic that you just wrote about, let's first highlight some of the elements that you need as an owner in a successful wellness program. What are they and why are these important to making it successful and to protecting you as an owner?
Well, first of all, wellness programs are extremely important. That there's no doubt that things like smoking, drugs, and alcohol have a profound impact. Obesity, that all have an impact on our ability to function as a shop. People, missing a lot more time, being less effective in the job when they're there. Wellness is good for us, and unlike like the marketing no miss marketing plan we bought or some of the equipment we buy that there's no return. It's just a luxury we bought that we get no return on at all because nobody uses it. All these wellness plans, there's been a lot of studies done, and for every dollar you invest in wellness, you get somewhere between $3 and $4 back, and you get that from reduced rates of health insurance. You get reduced numbers of workman's compensation claims. You get increases in productivity. And a side benefit, I'm kind of a leadership guy, you get improved morale, and morale has a very, very definite impact on productivity and just things like willingness to train and all those other things. People feel good about themselves. They feel good about their shop because me as an owner, I'm looking out to take care of you. All these are pluses, and again, it's just the return on investment. You spend money on wellness, you get a return, and there's not a lot of things in the automotive world that really occurs.
Oh. To the point. So, all of these have to do with, talking with and working with your employees. So, how can you get your employees interested and excited to get involved in a wellness program?
Well, it's very, very important that you commit. First of all, again, you don't show up at their box and say, hey, you're too heavy. I want you to lose weight. Here, I'm going to give you a plan. I'm going to give you a gym membership, and I'll pay you $10 if you go. They need to see a commitment. They need to see that you're interested in that. And there's, the plan, truthfully, when I went wandering off on that first question you asked, there's some elements in a plan that make them all successful. And the most important one is what I would call an executive sponsor, a company sponsor. That if I see you as the owner committing to those things, and I mean, again, we're not talking lip service. We're talking about, I'm too heavy. I drink too much. I'm gonna do this myself, and I want you guys to join me. You're going to get a much better response. I think you have to define the plan for them, from A to Z. This is what we're going to do, and I think they have to understand what's in it for them. If it's a matter of improved productivity, that guys, you'll have the opportunity to make more money here. But I even go further than that. If the object is to stop smoking and we do that, and we're seeing the hoped for increase in productivity and reduced absenteeism, then maybe we create bonuses. We put a tool program or something out there to say, hey, great job as a team. And I think team is important because we want a certain peer pressure so that not people are getting their arm twisted, but they feel that as a team we've moved this forward so that individuals try to participate. And again, you find a variety of incentives, money, time, tools, things that are important to them. And again, in putting the plan together, you talk to them. What's going to make this work for you? What are the things that are going to make this plan work? Because as an owner, I want you to know I'm committed to this. I'm going to go here, but I want to make it work for you. Having a smoking cessation plan when nobody in the shop smokes is not a great thing. But if you have a couple of guys that drink too much or guys that whatever, you know, that we want to move them in a certain direction. They're a little heavy or whatever's going on. That you find things that mean something to them, and that you get an assessment. And again, remember that all these plans are unique to you. Your shop is unique. Your people are unique, and what you need in this plan are unique. You work with them to find out what they want, and then you work with your healthcare provider or whoever the provider is, and get them to put together a plan that incorporates what you're looking for, what your staff is looking for. So it has to be something that's good for them.
Well, that makes sense. Your example about if nobody smokes, then it's not necessary. So what are some features, and it might vary, you could refer back to their healthcare provider, whomever. What are some features that someone should or could consider to put into a wellness plan?
Well, things like, and again, some really basic and easy ones are drug and alcohol counseling, smoking cessation programs, gym memberships, buying. I've seen owners do this, and I think it's a great thing. I had an owner that I'm aware of that put literally a kind of a mini gym, and it was not only that he put the equipment in, but much like the Japanese, when one person goes on break, everyone goes on break, and 3 days a week he had weight training in the upstairs of his shop, and he was there sweating with everyone else, and again, it's just what's unique to what you're wanting, and as a staff, what your staff wants. The object here in most cases is to improve shop performance, productivity, and things like that. And I think you build those goals into it, and when they achieve, it's not, hey, let's have a pizza party, we all go out and get fat again. We want to do things that support the goal, and it's unique to each shop, but you try to find things that mean things to them, and you commit. And again, I can't understate that the commitment of the ownership, the management, is extremely important. It's not important unless you say it's important, and if you commit to it, they'll commit to it, especially when they start seeing results.
Well, for sure. So maybe now some owners that are watching will take that next step and help get everybody on board and make everyone in their shop better, and their shop then benefits from that. So, Brian, I want to thank you again for joining me today. Thanks to all of our viewers for watching, and we will see you back here next time for another chat with Brian about one of his management pieces. Thanks.
Thank you, Shannon.